Syncing with the boss. Into her head. Where are we gonna go? Let's see. Probably Hitomi's house again? But we'll have to see. Oh, the factory. Why the factory? What?
Time to loosen up.
Do you always have to come in like that?
It is of the utmost importance.
At a time like this?
Times like this are perfect. Anyway,
What
it
is
appears to be an
up with her
abandoned
recently?
factory of some kind.
What could Boss be hiding here?
And why is she still dancing while doing this?
Activate.
I honestly don't know why they animated that. But yeah, we are in the factory. A different part of the factory this time. Boss is hiding something. Reveal the truth of the new Cyclops serial killings. See, I have one benefit that Boss doesn't. An eyeball that records everything I do. Door 1.
A rusted metal door.
Investigate.
It is faint, but
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Are there no timies anywhere? Do I really have to spend like a whole minute on this? Let's break lock with a pick.
Break the lock with that.
Roger.
All right.
It
open
worked. Oh God. Keys. Go to those
Have
keys.
fallen.
One of them must be the right one.
I do not have time to try all of them.
Hopefully there's some kind of sign.
Indeed.
Mental lock 1. Took up so much of our time though. It's like a whole minute gone.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Let's go for the one with the ice
It's a
pick.
key.
Oh, what?
It's a key.
Jesus.
It's a key.
I guess just pick up the one with the ice pick.
The ice
Times
pick
10?
leads to this key. It appears to be correct.
That's what I said.
The tag is labeled A.
I was right. Give me some credit.
That must mean you can use this key for something labeled A.
Come on.
What is... He's acting like this,
Agent Date,
like he said
you've got
anything.
4 minutes.
Yes, I know. I'm honestly trying. Door 0.
A rust.
Jesus! Times 9999? I added one too many nines, sorry.
A door.
Open. So we have a 1 second
Yeah, try it.
and a 1/6.
It opened.
So that's great. We have 2 really good ones, surprisingly. If only we had, you know,
Odd.
not spent 2 minutes
Isn't
already.
this the 3rd floor? What is going on here?
Warped perception of reality, probably.
Looks like the floors are connected in a weird way.
Quite the troublesome dream.
Okay, now let's look where we have to go. Probably over here. Probably down here. Door B.
A door.
Kick open.
That might have been a little much.
Nope. We would have had a times 2. Would have been too much.
This is the second floor, but it is clearly not the door I just opened.
It's like a maze. I have to remember what door goes where.
Yeah, B goes up to the 3rd floor. Where does C lead?
Doors.
I know they're gonna be like, Dante, you should really stop kicking doors open. But you know what? I'm not gonna take that times 5. I refuse.
That might have been a little much.
I don't care. I'm not taking a times 5. We're trying to see where we're going.
Oh, we're on the second floor again.
A different part of the same floor.
Second floor and come right back to it? This is confusing.
So C leads just to door B.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
I know, I'm trying, man. To the shelf.
A bookshelf.
Jesus Christ. Slide into the gap.
Roger.
It only took us 1 second. I like that it took 999. If you reference to 999, they can get a guess. It's not gonna work. I probably just wasted the 1 second. But it's fine, honestly.
I suppose.
Let's see. Space.
A bookshelf.
I'm not gonna use the time. It's 7 seconds.
It is no use.
So, you're...
Tate, stop antagonizing her.
Yes, you're right.
Oh.
No, it's all right. I am just a lowly artifact.
Date. Bad Date. I guess this isn't the only option. I thought it was going to be, but there's a steel drum.
An oil drum.
Oh. Let's push this. You're a very strong lady, Aiba.
Oh,
Guess you should check that.
And yes. Oh, we should have used a timey there. I forgot about the whole max of 3.
a rust.
Oh, God. I am going to retry while I'm ahead.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Key 1. Gonna take 50 seconds, but it's fine.
The ice pick is.
It's the least we're gonna get.
It
I don't know where we got the 1
appears
second.
tag.
I was...
That
Come on.
Probably from one of the doors, because I don't remember. Oh, no, actually, it's right there.
Agent
Okay.
Date,
So now let's get back to there. Let's just go through the doors that we know we have to go through.
Perhaps we can use the key I just.
Like,
Yeah,
I'll just
try
see
that.
you once we get to the door. Oops, I glitched the music.
A door with B written on it.
This is so weird. I was not expecting to glitch out the music in this level, I swear. I accidentally clicked off screen to the door with our handy 1 second.
A rust.
Oh, that's not a fun sound effect in there.
Does not appear to be locked.
Oh, strangling him. Okay. That's very brutal. And there is a watch. So the watch is what we're looking for.
This again.
So we can't just grab one.
It's meant to lock 2. Opened the second door. Key
It's a key with a watch
0345.
beside. The hands indicate 3.
We don't have a choice. It's the only key.
Whoa! This is not.
Is the time
Oh,
It would
God.
be quite the same.
or they just want us?
True.
I didn't know there were any other keys.
It's a key with a watch, but the hands.
I don't remember what time he was killed. 8?
It's a key. The hands indicate.
Pick up.
Is this the?
Saturday night at 8 matches Ren.
Okay, yep. Okay, cool. So let's go to door D.
D.
Still no music though, because we broke it.
The.
Open the door.
I will try.
Yeah, try it.
This episode is turning into a mess just because of the glitch. So now we gotta get through that door, which means thawing it out,
This door.
I guess. Let's try the control panel.
Rows of.
Investigate. 1 second.
This appears to be. I believe this computer control. It appears to require.
Of course.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Pipe.
A broken.
Kick. Aha! Perfect. Better than what I was planning.
Surprised, admit it.
A rust.
Door 3. 1 second. Open.
I think I can open this door.
Yeah, you can. Oh. Oh God, please don't make me censor this too. Okay, so it's just a single
This
key.
key has.
Control panel?
Control panel. Ninja lock number 4. Seriously, this whole level is spaced out perfectly to have to use each of those 1 seconds.
Rows of.
Insert the key. It'll use
There.
over half our time, or under half our time, but still half our time.
Oh,
So?
Everything's paced out in this one.
I see.
Okay, let's move it.
Oh no.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
Oh wait, we're already on the top. Can we go this way? Please tell me we can't. No, we can't. Go through all those doors. There's not enough time.
Door.
There's literally not enough time. We have 40 seconds. That's not good. Guess through door E?
Door.
We're getting so many 1 second things though. Is E gonna lead us where we need to go? Please tell me it does. Oh no.
Ah, Dante, 30 seconds.
We're trying, man. I have only one.
Door.
Oops. Oops. Where are we supposed to go? We only have the one option.
The.
Guess let's go back through door D. Where is it gonna take us? Back here. But all we have are 1 seconds. What?
Date, you're out of time.
Rose.
Oh my god. Rotate the key.
Uh.
Well, there goes that bit of time.
It shrunk.
Rose of.
Press the switch.
Oh.
I see.
Well, now we see. We're gonna have to. Great. That would have been nice to know. 'Cause now we're out of time.
Now we can use the.
Thanks, game.
Date, there is.
Damn it.
This Somnium is such a hassle.
It extends.
Because I have to go through, like, every door.
Now we can use. Door.
But the problem is, I don't know what to do when we get back to the door, so I don't know what'll happen.
Door.
Takes 1 second, gives me a second. It's worth it. Probably. We need as many of these things as we can get. Time to walk slowly around the corner. This one's stressing me out.
Door.
Open, because I don't want to use one of the ones. Because God knows how many of those we need.
Door.
We're at the B door.
Hurry.
I hear you, Pewter. Uh-oh. We're almost there.
Door.
Kick it open. I don't know what tackling does, but I don't really care.
The first.
That big. If we can see what's in there, we'll figure something.
But we know it's nothing to do with the wire. Ladder 1F. Lift it.
No use.
Uh-oh.
An iron.
Climb up.
Yeah.
It's not real?
I passed through it.
Is the ladder fake?
A power.
Investigate?
The spark.
But if you use it,
There's nothing to use it on.
Date, you're out
An
of
eye.
time.
Tackle. It's
Ready?
literally the last thing we haven't tried. We're screwed. We're done. We don't have 5 seconds to make it over to the doors.
Whoa!
So this will have to be the end. But it's not going to be.
This Somnium.
hey, that.
Date, we're out of time.
Date.
Damn it! What?
Uh-oh. Right, all the way around. God. But we know what to do. We need to tackle the ladder once we get there.
Date, 30 seconds.
I am aware. 1 second tackle. Now we just gotta get to that door.
A rusted.
Open.
I'm going to.
Hopefully this is the end of it because we have like 16 seconds. Okay, so we know the person in blue in that time, but the other three we didn't see. Was that it? Really? Hey, boss.
That's... Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
Why? Wait, what's going on? Yeah, we saw this part. Oh. So boss knows everyone who did it? What? So Renju killed Shoko, Iris killed Renju, So killed Iris. So that's confirmed now. And boss killed So. But why did everyone take their eyes out?
What the hell is going on?
I'm so confused.
Date, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up.
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, we need to go.
Can't go any longer. Force shutdown.
No!
Date, we need to go. We can't risk switching bodies with boss. Technically, we have 15 seconds. Technically. So there really wasn't any risk there because technically we had that. Oh, that's what's wrong with my face cam. That was off. There we go. Forgot I had that light.
I took a look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nagami, Renju Okiura, Iris Sagan, and So Tsujima. Who was responsible for these murders? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick.
So that's nice to know, finally.
Renju was strangled to death by Iris. So cut open Iris's body, but who shot So?
You.
It was you. In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people.
So technically
There
not
wasn't
serial
just
killings.
one killer.
Don't do that
That's
with your
how it
hand.
looks
Stop
on the
it.
surface, anyway. But that's not the truth, is it? There's only one culprit, one person, and that person is...
It's you.
Yes, you.
Yeah, because she's changed her mind about all these murders.
The person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Can you at least try to make sense?
All right, I'll explain.
Does.
You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki?
Yes, I do.
There's a prototype sync machine there. You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
I don't know
So
where it
someone's been
started,
mind hopping.
but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then, you got into Renju's. And got rid of Shoko's body.
That makes
Renju
sense.
was Iris. You strangled
Because it did
Renju
seem like a
using
really
Iris.
weird change of pace.
After that, into So. Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse. Now, you're in Boss's body, inside her head.
But where's Boss?
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide. Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings. I guess you
Aha.
can call me the new Cyclops killer.
Who was inside Iris
That
interrogation
was
Sunday?
me.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris. Earlier, too. You almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first. A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that
Finally, we're getting answers, guys.
person. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice.
It'll suffice.
Transferring that personality into someone else's brain, let's call that parasitism. The one transferring is the parasite. The one being transferred into is the host. Are you
I'm
with
so
me
glad we're
far?
finally learning stuff.
Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost. About 1% remains in the... So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories.
Interesting. Who the hell are you?
Saito. Saito Sajima. Congressman Sajima's son.
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly, but I cannot find any images of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
Give me the details of each
Before I
crime.
do, there's something I want to hear from you.
Were you blonde or
How
brunette?
did you know about the prototype sync machine? And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of. Why is that?
That's...
I don't know.
Regaining
I
your
do.
memories, are
He doesn't.
you? Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain,
Interesting analogy.
gradually, slowly, taking its time. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
Memory
A fractal
time.
is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain. See this?
A flag. In
Whichever
Triforce.
fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called
That's
a
true.
fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining. He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
Interesting. I knew about the prototype from regaining my memory. Is that right? No, that's not it.
Parallel worlds exist.
Who was inside Iris during the interrogation Sunday?
I'm telling you, it was me. Why are you making me repeat myself?
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right.
It was me.
It was me.
Which one was that? 'Cause he was the original Cyclops killer.
What's going on here?
Fine. I still have time.
Time?
You'll see. So, where do you want me to start?
I don't know. What color is your hair? If we think of that as day 1, today is day 5. What was Saito doing those days? I decided to ask him. Day 1, Friday.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife. That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the chemical plant. I made Renju
Interesting.
go to sleep. Synced. Switched personalities.
And then killed
and then
Shoko,
stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick.
which effectively
I took Shoko
murdered
to Grim Park by
Renju.
car.
But where's Shoko? If the memory switches, that means Shoko's mind is in someone.
Using the old abandoned subway line. Must have been around 8 p.m.
Unless she
the time
killed
I
the
was
person who Shoko was
I
in.
tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Mizuki, Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious.
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Day 2.
Until
I wanna
next
ask about where
Saturday
Shoko
evening, my
went.
personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first. I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her.
So this
and
is
convinced her to come with me.
so this is the timeline that Saito
That's
wanted.
when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death.
Also, is that a confirmation of alternate worlds in this one? Because I know it was confirmed in 999.
Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket.
Hence when
Then,
we saw the whole
something I didn't anticipate.
Ota
Waiting for the
conversation.
signal in Akiba, someone
Yep.
knocked on the window of the car. It was Ota.
That makes sense. We
He
know
asked
about
me
that
something
situation.
About being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him, but I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans. So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret. That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned.
Wait a minute. If Saito went into then that means in the other timeline, that in the Mizuki timeline, that Saito was in
The rest went exactly as you already figured out.
So then that just leaves me with the... Where the heck is So? What is going
Sunday
on?
morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am, of course, referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend, as planned. I went to Lemniscate and performed my job, and when I left, I ran into you, Date.
Me?
To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me.
Ah, so you're
Of
just being
course,
careless.
I didn't expect to see you there so soon. You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that.
No wonder they had to lock off this timeline, because there was so much that we didn't know
If I ran, it
that
would
this
only
would make no
increase your
sense
suspicion.
otherwise. Actually, this would spoil a lot.
So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right?
About. Should I put on a different
Then
voice
you
for Date?
synced into my
About.
mind. But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you?
No.
As a result, you had no choice but to release me. I didn't want to go home right away. I knew there might be police waiting for me. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then another unexpected event occurred.
I don't remember which one.
I got
Ota?
a Nile message from Ota. I knew I could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink. When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live. Yes,
Oh.
the Sajima residence.
Okay.
Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time.
Who is technically his daughter, probably?
But I thought I could use that to my advantage. So I pushed on the intercom, and sure enough, my dad invited me inside.
And her dad, probably.
I told him this.
Actually, no,
want
not
you to
probably. We
come.
know for certain.
There's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed, and got into the van with me. We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day.
And that's when it switched. Continue.
This was yesterday, early Monday morning. Past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location, Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris.
Yeah, I
Because of
figured
the
I knew what you
temperature
were
of the
talking
warehouse,
about.
It took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly?
Yeah, pretty much.
That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him.
Not to mention that he was there for the
Dressing
Shoko
him
murder.
up in the polar bear was an impromptu act on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation.
Yeah,
Didn't matter
it
if
did.
you found out or not. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
And Monday? The rest of it?
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. The
Oh?
two shared a terrible secret. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately.
Interesting.
I injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical plant.
Always to the chemical plant. Can't you ever switch bodies somewhere else, like a
Exchanged
coffee
our
shop?
bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces.
Rude.
I
Oh,
stuffed
that's
the
why.
meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
Continue. Everything is coming to a close. Saito spoke with grace and no sign of remorse. I was trying to keep my anger from boiling over and kept asking him questions. Why didn't the sink victims resist after waking?
Ah, the prototype sync machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sync. That kept them docile.
Why did you take out your victim's eyes?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you? That should explain it.
I knew. The prototype sync machine differed from the one at Abyss in a few key ways. The machine at Abyss is more sophisticated. Nano cables from the sync gear enter through the gap between the eyeball and the socket. They then travel down the optic nerve canal into the brain. I struggled there. But the prototype sync machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sync, you need to remove the left eye. Manually. The subject and syncer have to remove their eye from the socket. And the syncer? Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. Of course, even with the eye removed, severing the connection to the brain isn't necessary. The extracted eyeball still has the optic nerve and blood vessels connected. After sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced back in the socket. It's supposed to be safe. Side effects are rare. Unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged somehow, replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult. Yo!
Of course, I don't really care about eyes.
No, that was all Rohan, wasn't it?
I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sync. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
It would have been a good way to
Obvious.
hide that it was a serial killing.
Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me. Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
Where are the eyeballs that you removed? I know they fed some of
Chokos is
them.
in Renju.
Yep.
Renju's is in Iris. Iris's is in Dad. Dad's is in Boss.
Ew. So she has been
Their
eating the
stomachs,
eyeballs.
I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them. Immediately after exchanging personalities.
How horrible.
Awful. What's your motive?
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it.
That is
Of
quite
course,
the
it
saying.
was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut. If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me.
So I killed them. Yeah, figured.
It was also a matter of revenge. Against you.
Why against me?
That's why I chose people close to you as targets. Well,
Rude.
except for my father, of course.
That was all about him.
That was personal to me, but don't ask. It's embarrassing.
Revenge against me? Oh, I never got to ask about the body
Series of
placements.
murders was like a journey.
Ugh.
You know, traveling through bodies to finally reach the end.
But what
That's
is
the thing
the
about
end?
Traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When
And
I return home, my travels will come to an end. So I'll be needing it back. My body.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
ah,
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
dang, I was right. Ish.
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date?
This body is yours?
That's what I've been telling you!
I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
Oh?
They must have increased your dosage too much.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89. The original Cyclops killer.
That is what I believed as well, but we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned.
Yeah.
Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
That must be it.
Oh?
Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain. Pewter must have known
So then
that.
we're 89.
No way.
I was confused. I didn't understand any of it.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima.
And before So?
Iris.
Iris. Before
And before
Iris,
that,
Renju, and then
And
Shoko.
before that, Shoko.
But who was
And
before?
before Shoko?
Whose body were you in before
I was a
Shoko? That's what I was
parasite
wanting to
inside
know.
Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year. I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital, but I still had those fragments of my mind left, just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole.
And before Rohan was 89, and before
took my
89
time.
was me.
Slowly regaining my memories. 1 year
Kinda?
ago,
I guess I am.
I
him?
remembered
I don't know.
everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got
Finally
her,
getting a ton of answers.
and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused, panicking, running up the
Oh,
emergency staircase, and then
that's why. That's where Shoko is.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
after that, I spent a year perfecting my plan using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you.
I barely know anything about me. Who were you before Rohan?
In there, in that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Then
Wait,
who's in
If
89?
what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
I'm not Rohan.
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words,
We're 89. 89 went into Rohan. Rohan switched with...
I real?
That's it. We know the pathing. We are the detective. 89 and me. Okay, that makes sense. That's us. Apparently. Interesting. But Rohan is still in that body. But he has some of my memories. He's losing his mind. Not sure of who he is.
Sorry.
And he's remembering
time's
himself to be me.
I want my body back.
And I want
It's
mine
quite
back.
simple. Sync with me and stay inside.
And if I
No.
refuse,
I know that you won't. I know it.
huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
What? Oh. Not Hitomi.
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't.
Iba, where's the source?
it is being routed through numerous I cannot identify the source.
No,
Here,
they're using
contact
NordVPN.
headquarters, now!
Got it!
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request?
Obey Saito. I'll do it.
Date!
I don't have a choice.
I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you will.
I don't have a choice in this matter. I just have to hope he doesn't kill me. Wait a minute, we're not going to the warehouse, we're going to this one. So we're fine, actually. We're keeping our eye, and we're waking up. Yeah, but now he's back in his own body. Which means he's gonna like killing again. How evil.
I did it. I'm back.
Give me back
I
Aiba.
got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right. I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house.
Give me back Aiba.
However, it might be too late by now.
What?
I'm serious. Give me back Aiba. You can't take her. No. Was this a bad ending?
Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured
Seriously,
that
give me back Aiba. I don't care, man.
It's
Give
your
it back.
own fault, really.
Damn it.
She's mine. My eyeball.
Be seeing you.
Wait a minute. Aiba can tase him whenever she wants now. Like that. There you go. I knew she was going to do that. I'm like, wait a minute. She could tase him.
Date, are you alright?
Aiba's voice barely resonated. My eyesight was hazy, a heap of broken images. Sweat was building on my palms. It felt like my throat was closing up, and I was struggling for breath. In my ears, the rushing blood of my heartbeat was the only sound.
Everyone's dead.
Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, Hitomi, Boss. The flesh remains, the mind is lost.
I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me. Nothing. Nothing.
And now he's alone in his own head.
Parallel worlds exist.
The words suddenly echoed in my head. I couldn't remember who, or where, or why. But I thought that if there really was such a world, then me, in that world, I is another.
Could I have had a better future?
I prayed that I could. I felt my consciousness sink into a black abyss. Aiba? No. There goes Aiba. We blacked out. End? What's going on? Is this an ending? Oh, yep, it's an ending. Hi, Kataru Chikoshi. How you doing? Which out was that? Annihilation route end. So yeah, that is the bad ending. That's the one where Saito got what he wanted. But now we know so much more. And now I believe there's only space for one more ending. Let's even save file 4. There's only space for one more ending, I believe. Because what else can we learn about? Whew. Classified. Unlocked. Continue that in a second. I want to look at the flowchart. Look at this. Look at how far we've come. Aren't we doing great? Oh, those the secret images? What are some of these pictures along the sides? I'm just wondering why some of these things have pictures and why others don't. Like this one doesn't. Okay, you know what? Let's just go straight into this. Day 6, Wednesday. I'm excited. We're almost done. I'm so happy. I love this game, but I love finishing it as well. Feels great. Abandoned Factory, Wednesday, 12:55 a.m. So this is the other timeline.
Damn it!
I don't think you can release yourself.
Well, do something about it.
What is it you expect me to do?
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me.
I cannot.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited. It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Again.
But fortunately, my communication functions are still operational. I attempted to reach HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
That's not good.
No response.
They ignored you?
So in this timeline, where is Saito?
Likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's interference.
I know Iris has gone missing again.
Mark's case.
That is not the only reason. Sosajima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead.
Oh, I wonder
That is
why.
likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Are you okay?
Oh, right, forgot about that.
For now. But if they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me. I would cease to exist.
Oop, the door's opening. Hello? Who's there? 89.
You're Saito Sajima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Renju's body on the ground.
We get to go back to our own body, I bet.
You were inside Renju, weren't you?
Yep.
Until just now, you used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes. But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds? The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
But how? How do I know that? Why do I know that? Why do I know about Saito, the prototype machine, changing personalities?
The current. Did it unlock your memories? Then tell me, this body was originally...
Iris's. Mine.
That means your body...
This is your body, isn't it, Saito?
The words came out easily. I don't know why. But in a moment of harsh realization, I knew. Number 89's body is mine, and my body is Saito's.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy. Give me back my body.
You first. Where are Iris and Hitomi?
Don't worry, I haven't killed them. Yet.
I don't trust you.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It
Yes, we
releases
know.
a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills.
Which is probably why we actually haven't killed anyone.
I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two. In front of you, of course. Which is why I haven't killed them yet.
How rude. They're probably in that barrel, or the mannequins.
Eyes. I was going to begin the sync, but I think I've changed my mind. I want to see you mad. But what will really set you off?
If you don't
Giving me
shut
back
your
my
mouth
body would
right
make me
now.
so angry.
All right, talking it is. What should I say? Do you have any
Words.
questions for me?
It's early Wednesday morning. Shoko was killed last Friday. That was day 1, which makes today day 6. For 5 days, what was Saito up to? I decided to ask him what he did every day until now. Other timeline, completely separate after day 1, I believe. Saito explained what he did on Friday. Called Shoko, yada yada. He called Renju to his abandoned factory and switched bodies with him. After taking Renju's body, Saito killed Shoko, then brought the body to Bloom Park. But as he explained it to me, I somehow felt that I already knew. I didn't understand why. I felt like it was being etched into my brain. Why was Shoko's phone in the rental phone in the horse?
Oh, right. When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, I forgot that I had given her one. I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away.
He's just careless.
So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
Which is perfectly
The
phone
hair
shaped.
on the horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down into its body.
Day 2, Saturday.
I was still in Renju's body.
This is
My
where everything goes
next target
different.
was Iris. If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I called her to Sunfish Pocket.
I turn off face cam window.
I even video called her, but for some reason, she said no. This was around 5 p.m. I was still Renju, the president of Lemniscape. I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you
Do I remember? Which
Saturday
part?
evening after syncing with Mizuki, inside the Somnium, you thought you saw the time
It was Monica.
4:52 p.m. Right? You told her.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Iris didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning. If you didn't
Oh.
warn her,
She would have been taken here.
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car.
So that's the difference.
I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me. However...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
So unlucky.
Makes
My plans were
sense.
ruined, but my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good.
The shelf is full of medical chemicals.
After the
Day 3,
accident,
Sunday?
my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state. But I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you, but when you tried to bring her here...
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Oh, you know that too? But you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on me. The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car. I was pushing my luck.
Ooh, so this is the route where we basically went against
My
everything
plan
that his
and
plans
my
were.
body were both in shambles. I'm
So we went from the
convinced
plan,
it
the
was
time,
as well.
we went from the timeline where everything succeeded to everything crumbled around him.
My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I needed to sleep.
So that gave a lot of
I
context
managed
now.
to make it back here and collapsed on the ground. Next thing I knew was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire.
So you grabbed 89? Sorry for hitting the
By
microphone.
Monday, Renju's body was almost completely dead. And of course, my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call from a Mr. Amanoma.
Bless you.
The man
Sorry,
you
that's a
call
bad joke.
Peter.
I knew the story after that.
The boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
And so that's what happened. So Peter came up with a plan to help 89 exist. Rohan, as 89, got into the car with Saito as Renju, and fled from the police. Why did you want number 89 to
When I heard
escape?
that number 89 was coming to Abyss HQ, I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this body. I thought I could use it to get to her. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you. You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you while you're in this body.
How dare
Rather nice
you?
plan, if I do say
It was
so
my
myself.
previous... This complicates things in a bunch of other ways now. That would mean that I'm kind of a father figure to Iris, while emotionally a father figure to Mizuki.
That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body at all costs.
What happened after you escaped with number 89 in the car?
I brought Rohan, who was inside number 89's body, to the abandoned factory. Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago. So naturally, we had a lot to talk about, but I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like
So
a
do
broken
Boss
record,
and
but
So
Renju's
know
body
about
was
the
almost
body
done.
switching?
It was completely useless at this point. So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync. As a result, this happened.
So Rohan is finally dead.
It's just like I told you. He died of natural causes.
The shelf is full of medical supplies, or medical chemicals. About the shooting on Monday.
Just mercenaries I hired. After
Okay.
I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit. They were expensive, but I had access to Renju's bank account. I paid them with his money. Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris. But after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. but they had already been paid good money, so I decided to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed, and he acted on his own without consulting me.
Oh? Tuesday?
I called Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m. I started a video chat with Iris. Long time no see. I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you. Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard. I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away. It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked
Interesting.
like him, she would do anything.
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
Ah.
I see. That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
So the person she trusts most.
Me!
Tate, number 89's current body was originally yours.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep.
So if I go back into my own body, will I get all my memories back? Because I'm assuming that's where the rest of them are.
Don't call the police.
And technically my daughter now. I'm confused.
To reel in
My
Hitomi.
adopted daughter. I don't know.
Thanks for being so
Everything's so
cooperative.
complicated now.
But you did drag your feet. I was getting tired of waiting.
What did you do? About Monica's murder 18 years
I was
ago.
only 12, but I remember it vividly. On that day, 18 years ago, I heard my dad on the phone. I'm going to see Monica. I followed him. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's car. He went to the Harbor Warehouse District.
And crying. No. Oh, that makes me sad. Yeah, it does. I'm going to leave now. See you later, old man. I don't like her pink hair. I'm going to kill her. No, stop! Ow. That felt good killing. Did my son just kill her? Ow, 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 ow. I had to... I don't know, I felt like narrating. Why did you kill Monica?
I've only ever been happy when I was killing something. Before Monica, I would kill cats and pigeons.
How dare you? Those
It
cats
was
do
the
not
only
deserve it.
way I could feel happiness. The only way I could feel anything. But like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it. Next, I'll kill a human. That's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me, and she stole all the happiness from my house. So I chose her as a target. I was born with a brain disorder.
Yes,
I
we
can't
know about this.
secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland, and I didn't have a mother.
Not a real one,
I mean. My mom died giving birth to me, so naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated.
I think that's everyone's emotions towards your dad.
Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be different? Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened. Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in this. And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed.
So in this timeline, So is still So
Mistake.
then.
One mistake can change so many lives.
Listen to the rest of his story.
Sorry, I don't have anything else to say to you. And even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours.
It's your twisted, angry face, technically.
So, shall we get started? Give
mean-
me my body back.
I kind of want to be out of this murderer's body, so sure.
What a strange fake eye.
Don't you dare harm Aiba.
Oh well.
Don't you dare! Ouch! Well, I guess that means it gives us a good reason to have Iva.
It's ready.
That looked painful. I'm gonna censor that. And the face came back on now. Boop. Hello. Is this the last Somnium of the game? Oh, computers. Oh, are we in Abyss? We're in Abyss.
The sync room. That was... Damn it, why can't I wake up? This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
Are we actually playing as him in one? They're backwards. Weird. This is cool. I miss Iba though. I've grown on that shrimp girl. Five mental locks? How big is this place? Search Konami Date. Is this how we get our memories back as Konami? Or as Date? Concealed. We didn't even do anything. We just kind of punched on his own.
Am I being synced?
Yes. Sync. Oh, that's a really cool little picture. Are we ever gonna play? Or is this a cutscene? Nope, we're playing. Time doesn't go.
The door.
Open.
It won't open.
You just kind of touched the handle. Monitor.
Sync.
Touch.
I can't.
But we can hit them. Oh, there's a knife. Investigate the knife.
What?
What?
Damn it, what?
What? Yeah, what is this? What's going on? Oh, there's Rohan and 89. I guess this is their switch. And that's them switching. That's cool, actually. Although, is that 89 and Rohan switch, or is that the switch of... No, Shoko would have been there. So yeah, that is their switch. Okay, let's go into the next room, I guess. Sync room door.
Sync room, huh?
Move. Takes 1/6 of our time. Sync machine.
It's a sync machine.
Investigate. Another 60 seconds, so another minute. 4 minutes, Tate. 4 minutes. Ouchies. Concealed. It's always weird when you're playing these games and you get to the point where you know stuff. Sync machine.
Sync gear.
Sync gear. fix? Ouch. That hurt.
Again.
Okay. It's really annoying that Saito kept switching bodies. I don't know why I'm annoyed by it, but I am. He went out these doors.
This wasn't here before.
Move. That's another minute gone. It's a good way of keeping track of how far we're getting into this, considering usually it's about my mistakes. This time it's about what's my only options.
This is...
The chemical plant. So, Saito went and blew it up? Is that what I'm to assume? We were halfway through. You better not have killed them.
Help me! Help me!
Concealed. So the O and the C have been censored. Here's the other sync machine. Pool of blood.
blood.
Pick up the picture.
The picture.
No! Give it back. Oh, now they're scared.
Blood.
Stick hand in?
Damn.
Ew. Oh, this is more of it happening, I guess.
It's them.
Have fun murdering with your messed up depth perception. Oh, it's only noon. I can finish this. Haha. Mirror.
You're...
Hit.
Damn, nothing. You're...
Knockdown. Of course. Doesn't move.
Can't.
Is there anything in the area that I can use to attack it? No.
You're...
Investigate.
It's just a mirror. You're...
Touch.
I touched it.
Oh, great. More blood? The eyeball again. What happened to our cut? I mean, it's a dream. It makes sense to kind of forget it.
Damn it.
Are we gonna have to go through that? Oh, now he has two eyes. Concealed. Now the L, so OCL.
That's it. Just a little more.
Goodbye. Oh, gross. Somebody spilled so much tomato sauce. I almost said potato sauce. You know, it's red like a potatoes.
I'm sinking.
I guess we're just letting it happen. Okay. I don't want to drown in tomatoes. Please don't. This is the lowest sinking scene ever. I guess there's another minute gone. Nothing. We're stuck. Slow motion running. What's gonna happen? We're up to our waist now. And now for the last minute of time.
What is this?
What is this? A really strange Somnium. I don't think this counts as a Somnium. I don't know. No, we were almost to safety. Glub, 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 glub. He's gone. Dang. I felt like I was just playing an interactive cutscene there. Oh?
That was...
Oh, the final part. So this is officially what happened then. Kind of. So who's who? That's Saito in Rohan? Yeah, Saito's in Rohan. 89 is now... Or Falco is now right there. And that's where his memories went. Date A acquired. Oh? And there goes that Somnium. Did that count as a Somnium? I don't think so. Because that was weird. Hello? This is a new one. Where are we? Day 6, Wednesday. This is so... It's weird being in like the last run through. That's what I assume is one. Oh, chain. Percent sync. So I believe that probably was the last one then. I don't know. We'll see.
This feeling. I'm back. I got it all back.
Weirdo. Grab your own eye, please. Grab the one you just ripped out of yourself.
This fake eye is awful.
Don't break it.
Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. I think I'll keep it.
Aiba doesn't let that happen. You're gonna get tased. Hopefully. Give me back my eyeball.
This prototype machine has a special function. The body I am transferring my consciousness into will receive a stimulant. You will be feeling it. Oh, but don't worry. Like I told you earlier, my plan is to kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you. So I can't be killing you right away. You will watch them die, and then you will follow in their footsteps.
And they're gonna think Date is killing them when I'm Date. My body won't move. My vision is getting hazy. My consciousness melting away. Clarity fading. I don't know what happened. I could only watch as it unfolded in front of me. The scene that played before my eyes left me dumbfounded. It was a fragment of my memory, lost all those years ago. A piece of my past, buried deep in my subconscious. Now we're ourselves again. Oh, main theme.
Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Interesting.
I win!
Not about the game. I'm thinking about everything that we learned from Falco earlier.
Now you have to take the penalty. Up, up, side to side. up, down, pinch.
Iris, remember when you asked me what your stage name should be? How about A-Set?
A-set?
That's right. That's right. I thought of that name. This is when I taught Iris about her name. Greek and Egyptian mythology, too.
A-set. It's pretty. I love it.
You see that flower over there? It's a very special flower that blooms in the cold. A winter iris.
So we
just
taught her
like the iris
everything,
from
huh?
Greek mythology.
She's the messenger goddess. And the goddess of rainbows, too.
That's right. That's why the iris means good news and hope.
Good news.
Here's the name you should use. Here's why your
Everybody
name
has
is
this
better.
shrine, right?
Yeah, I think so. Hello, Hitomi. How's it going? My name is Kanami Date Falco the Third.
When am I gonna hear good news from you two?
What?
When will Uncle be my dad?
Scandalous.
The Okonomiyaki War.
Iris drew it. She must have really enjoyed herself. She even said that she wanted to do it again soon.
Yeah, we should.
How's the flowchart looking? Ooh, we're all the way up here now. Cool.
We'll do it whenever she likes. Maybe
Whenever.
even every day.
Oh, you. Every day?
Hitomi, do you want to live together? The three of us?
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
People are going to talk.
I don't care about that one bit.
Well then, hypothetically, what if Iris and I were being hunted down by a secret organization?
Well, I'd defend you, of course.
What if they're zombies?
Zombies?
Remember when we went to that haunted house and you were clinging to my arm?
Because it was dark and it came out of nowhere. But fine.
That's cute.
I don't care if it's zombies or aliens or whatever else. I will defend you and Iris with my life.
Thank you. Well then, my answer is yes.
No wonder they were so sad when he suddenly disappeared.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But, there's one final job I want you to do for me. It's
No.
nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
But that makes sense, because that's not Rohan. Or was it? No, that is Rohan.
This is...
Now I understand. I understand why Rohan Kumakura wanted these two dead. Random crickets. So Sojima asked Rohan to take Monika's corpse deep in the mountains where no one would find it. Rohan found out that Hitomi knew about it. He also found out that Monika had given birth to a child. If the media got hold of it, Congressman Sojima would be ruined, and that information would no doubt lead to discovering Monika's murder. So and Saito would be arrested immediately, and that investigation would lead straight to Rohan. But Rohan never told So about Hitomi and Iris. I don't know why not. Maybe he decided it wasn't important enough to mention. He played it close to his chest. Need to know basis only. That way there'd be no loose ends. What did that say? That's why Rohan hired the assassin Falco, meaning me, to kill Hitomi and Iris.
got it? I want you on this right away. If you
Yes,
can do
sir.
it in 2, maybe
No,
3
wait,
days,
no, I don't wanna.
Good luck.
Of course, I couldn't go through with it, but if I didn't kill them, someone else would. I was sure of it. I needed a plan. How could I get out of the organization and keep them safe? But I couldn't think of anything. I didn't know what to do. I needed advice from an old friend.
I see. I hear some pretty crazy confessions in my line of work, but this one takes the cake. But don't worry, alright? You could have told me you were being attacked by Martians and I still would have believed you.
Oh, that's nice. The truth is, Boss and I were both in the same rookie class of police recruits in our 20s. We've been close ever since.
So, can you help me?
I do have one idea.
Huh?
Yeah?
Have you heard of the new investigation department, Abyss? I was put in command there.
Boss explained Abyss and sinking to me.
The sync machine is normally used to look inside someone's head, but it does have another function. You can technically use it to swap bodies.
Swap bodies?
Right. So if we use that...
What do you mean?
I mean, switch bodies with Rohan. The new you will be Rohan, chairman of the Kumakuras.
Interesting.
Then you can send out an order. No one lays a finger on Hitomi and Iris.
What about Rohan? Won't he be in my body?
Just get rid of it, I guess.
Get rid of it?
You can take this opportunity to get rid of Falco once and for all. No one will know what really happened. No one will ever find out that a police officer was moonlighting as an assassin. It's 2 birds with 1 stone, right?
She made a good point, and I had no reservations about giving up my body. My body had soaked in so much blood over the years. I was almost glad to be rid of it. But I did have a single regret. With my body switched, I couldn't show myself to Hitomi or Iris. I would never be able to see them again, but I didn't care, as long as they were safe.
Alright. Leave everything to me, Hayato Yagyu.
Hayato Yagyu? Oh my god, my real name. Then who the heck is Kanami Date?
How did you bring in Rohan Kumakura?
I made up some charges and had the cops take him in.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
No, not
it'll
in the
be
least.
fine, because he's about to switch bodies.
Alright. Rohan has been put to sleep. He will not be waking up for a while.
Remember, to get your consciousness to fully transfer.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Stay in there for over 6
Stay in
minutes.
Somnium for more than 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
We're counting on you.
Let us begin. 3.
It's so weird actually seeing stuff and knowing that we are Hagyu. I've already forgotten my first name. We are Hagyu. So that explains why we saw the reflection of the murderer.
Stop.
Ouch.
Please. Help me. Help me.
It's not fun watching all these murders again. Just gonna be honest. I'm not a big fan of the murder.
You're...
It's me.
Rohan?
Did you forget your own idea?
Does that mean...
I'm Hayato Yagyu.
Hayato Yagyu.
switch worked.
Yay! And that's what started everything, partially.
And there's been a breakthrough in the case.
I know. You don't have to say it.
Regarding the Cyclops serial killings, right?
How did you know?
We can monitor what happens in the Somnium from this room.
Boss and Peter explained. There wasn't just one Cyclops serial killer. There were two. One was Rohan, and the other was Saito Sojima. The sync revealed everything.
We should ask him about it.
Good idea. When Rohan wakes up, we'll interrogate him.
So that's how we knew one was in prison.
Huh? What?
Where did he go?
Peter, where is he?
How would I know?
This is bad.
They told me.
Hey, which way did Rohan go?
Huh? Rohan's standing right there.
No, this isn't Rohan.
Yagyu, where is Yagyu? Where did he go?
Oh, him. He just left.
What?
Why
Jesus.
didn't you stop him?
What do you mean? He's a detective. He said he wanted to leave, so I opened the door. Did I do something wrong?
No, don't tell me.
He's going after Hitomi and Iris. I shot out of the room like a bullet. I had a bad feeling. An awful, terrible feeling down to the bones. I knew where he was headed. I ran out to the parking lot, got in a car, and floored it. Bing bong.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here at this hour?
Such beautiful eyes.
Oh, stop. You're always flattering me.
How
Anyway,
dare you use
come
my
on in.
body to harm
I'll make us some tea.
the girlfriend, I guess.
You bastard!
No! Stop!
Jesus.
No.
Stop right there!
And that's how everything happened. Whew. Heavy.